First Man in the Moon. That was through my agent, who had originally been thought to use for doing the various visuals for this movie. And what he'd done some watercolor paintings, and the director, or I think the producer, had already paid for this work that was done. I don't know how much, but there were several large paintings that he wanted. He'd paid the money. He didn't know how to use them or what it was, a reason why. The paintings were kind of largish, and they were by Tom Adams, who was a friend, and we used to work together on book jackets. Anyway, this came out to be, what do I do with these static paintings? Anyway, I had to make something happen out of it. But the limitation was the people who did the movie itself had paid, and in that payment, this also had to be included. So I was not allowed to use an animation studio for the extra cost. The cost of it was being one part of the parcel of the whole movie, and he expected this also to be included with what they were ever being paid for shooting the movie. So I had to do effects, which I found out later were impossible to get the right effect by shooting in a large studio with a large tank of black water and trying to get an effect. They had to photograph the actual paintings, project them onto the water. And then I had to get the effect of kind of a splash and expanding pools, and then they could reverse the shot and the water ripples would come back to the one thing. So I was using that. And of course it was practically impossible, so that when you actually see the film, you'll see it's very dull and not sharp at all, which in animation, these days they've got effects that just can be plugged in and you'll get an effect of ripples on whatever you're doing. So this was very, very primitive, and it was not shot well because the lighting didn't work. And you'll see that on the actual film itself. It's compared to what you see now and what you see on television and other films. It was not very effective. So the dissolves in the ripples, didn't really work. And I was very disappointed with the whole effect, but the producer was happy enough to say, "Oh, okay," and paid the money. I got the money, and that was that. And goodbye, Mr. Schneer, at that moment.